Okay, we're back. We are waiting in this safe room, which I'm not gonna rest just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more questing, even though I've got quite a bit of health that I could well, I got quite a bit of experience that I could use. I do want to make it back here. I actually want to get all the way over here and then come back. Well, I want to get all the way over here and then rest. So let's get out here. And that's where we'll go. Look at the train up on top. Never noticed that the train actually runs. North Dock. Okay. I hear some nefarious beings. Oh, I'm taking these guys on.
Die! Burn it, boys! Back in the crate!
Oh, oh. I just died. That poison got on me and it just took me out. Okay. Be a little more careful with that guy. A little too nonchalant trying to take those guys on. I can do better. And I will. Where am I? Oh, okay. I'm all the way back here, huh? Alright, fine, fine, fine. So it's right-hand turn, and then this dude right here.
It's a leak! All of you bloody leeches need killing! Bloody monster! Want some of this?
Whatever that is, no, I don't want it.
Object attack! I'll send you to hell.
Okay.
You're mine, vermin!
Rid of him. See if I can kill him. Alright, I got him. This time he didn't take me out good. Alright, use my vision to make sure there's no more enemies. Where am I? Alright, I'm good. Problem is, I'm headed towards the goal. I'm headed towards the advancement of the story, which is not what I'm trying to do. So I need to get across the water. Alright, so I'm on the Limehouse docks, which is good. That's where I need to be right now. Can I get through there? I can't get through there. So take me where I need to go? It does. Is this place replenished? It has, so I might as well have the fight, get the XPs. Wow, that just came up right behind me. Took me out. I'll bite you right back. You bite me, I bite you. Okay. Oh, I switched to the wrong weapon. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and change up my weapons again. Yeah. Now, I know there's going to be a guy around the corner. There's usually a blinker. There he is. Got him. Alright, now, has he replenished? No, yeah, he has. Okay. Alright, so that little episode is done. We continue on mode. That hurt, that hurt, that hurt. Get out of there. Ooh, I'm getting hurt. Alright, got him. Alright. Alright. There's a guy on the bridge. Ain't have to have that fight. Swing. This guy. Got him. Anybody else? Good loot. Alright. Nothing in there. So this way. I'm gonna sneak up on these guys right now. It does hurt, but it hurts. your guy and you want to hurt me.
He's dead!
Alright.
Boom!
Got you dead. Loot, loot. Did your buddy drop me loot? Yes, he did right there. Cool. Now, I gotta go through these guys. But I'm way too far. Okay, and that priest guy, that's gonna be rough. That priest guy's gonna mess me up. But I gotta take some blood from you. And then boom. Like chill. Okay. Keep your distance from that fool. Drops a purse over here. And everybody else fell over here. If there's any purses, doesn't see any. Okay. Alright. I'm at the Pembroke. So I got 2 people to talk to at the Pembroke. And then I need to continue on with the quest over here. So let's do that.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital, caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name. I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society. They are the shame of their genitors, a disgrace to the vampire that created them.
Oh, not too biased, are we?
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something cruel and wicked.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan. Be extremely careful. If you get in the way of an immortal's plans...
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
Okay, well, that's all she's got.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
Anything?
Surely I can endure another night.
No. Let's go up top. Talk to the boss.
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a Skal. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of Skals.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
Okay.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
I crossed paths with one, a terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skals of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
Okay. A little bit protective.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I've never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
Little eager there.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
All right. I'm just gonna run back to my room for a little bit of deconstruction and recreation. Not gonna do a whole lot. Nothing. Do I have anything? Good barbed wire cudgel. That's my main weapon. Nothing. Nothing. That's fine. Can I create anything? That's maxed out. Okay. On to Whitechapel. Very careful on the way to Whitechapel. That's a gunner.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. Over there!
drop anything for me. That's no fun. Fine. Be stingy. Alright. Keep going. I think this is the bridge. Trying to head in the right direction. Skull in the corner. There's usually a skull in the corner over here. It's not here this time. And this is the bridge. There's usually guys down below. Take this fella on. Then when I start the next guy, Alright, now I noticed something, and that is that I didn't switch to the right serum here. So this guy loads up. Regen serum goes there. Now, as soon as I start fighting this guy, that these two. Werewolf should show up soon. Get the guy just hurt him. There he is. Ah, man, I dodged. Fight on him. Blood from you, and then I'm going to Right, anybody drop any loot? I don't see any. Fine. Oh, there's loot over here. Okay. One of you drops in there. Alright, back up to the top of the town. And we're going this way, yeah? Okay, these guys.
Ain't safe here for a
Shined on, which I don't like. It's not fun.
Murderous bastard!
Hey. What now? That's you. I'm headed this way, right? Which way do I need to go? Doesn't matter. Take the next turn.
janitor. Pay me a
Now, who's I gonna? I had a quest to give somebody a scarf.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Certainly not.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is a saint. She's living proof that a strong will is sometimes all you need to make a difference.
Giving her the scarf failed me a hint.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Okay, well, that conversation hit the gutter pretty quick.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Apparently I should have given the scarf to the reporter. I'm getting out of the safe area. Yep. Alright, keep going.
No civilians allowed, sir. This one's mine!
That's right, I'm too strong. I got you both already? Okay. Alright, so I gotta go into the enclosure back here. Alright, so I gotta fight these guys. Okay, I got more stuff. Okay, that's not good. get them biting. So try to keep getting the bite on. Alright, looks like that was it. No way. Alright, we're going up the stairs.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
All right, well, I am going to loot your house. Room by room.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
It's locked, all right.
Got no problem looting you blind.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Better than you. Anything else?
How do you see the world these days?
I guess that's it. Talk to you now.
So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed, the eminent surgeon. My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
I see.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I think I've heard my sister talk about her. I wasn't paying much attention, though.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me. And I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
Yes, that I know about. Oh, I don't have the migraine. Alright, well.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
Absolutely.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Okay. That's all I have.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Alright, so at that I don't have a cure for migraine. And there was someone I was gonna eat over here somewhere, so I'm gonna have a snack. There's a couple of people I was gonna eat. No, the guy I was gonna eat is on the docks, which I should have done already, but I didn't. So I gotta go all the way back to the docks. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this particular playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button on your way out. And I will see you in the next episode where I go munch on a serial killer.